Hello everyone and welcome back to collecting all of the Lego Batman the video game movie figures until I have them all. So full transparency, I did buy a lot of these figures to prepare for this series itself because I knew I wanted to get a lot of these figures and I knew if I could put my mind to it I could find all these figures for at least cheap or the cheapest I can find them. So one more thing before we move on, guys. I did actually find a Clayface figure on eBay that was selling for kinda cheap. I had to kind of piece them together myself. But don't worry guys, we'll get into that in a later video. Let's jump into showing you these new figures. Okay guys, so before we get into all the new figures, I want to tell you what figures I modified since I've been gone. The first guy I modified is the Scientist. I wanted to give him a real Lego printed head. The next figure I modified was the classic Catwoman figure. I just gave her a different flesh head. I found the 2006 run of Catwoman and I just wanted to make this one blend a little bit better with her when I add her into the set. The next figure I modified was Killer Moth. I gave him a purple crotch piece and white eyes just because that's how he looks in the game, and I'm trying to make these figures as accurate as possible. The next figure we're talking about is Joker Tropical, and the only thing I did to him is I had a sticker decal print and I just popped it on the back of him. I don't hate that just because it is accurate to the game now because he does have back printing, and I think it's just gonna add just a little bit more even though you don't see it. After that, I modified the Zookeeper. I just added a sticker decal to his torso so he's a little bit more accurate in that regard. By the way, let me know in the comments if this guy needs to be modified anymore. I've been trying to, well, it's not like I've been trying to find pictures of him, but I've been looking at him every once in a while I play the Lego Batman video game, so this minifigure has slowly just been getting modified as I make these videos and I just haven't been telling you about it. But this guy is now fully accurate. Last figure we need to talk about is the Joker Goon. The only thing I did to this guy was add some back printing to him because that makes this guy a little bit more accurate as well. So the first figure we're going to be modifying is Batgirl again, and with this figure, I don't know, something wasn't sitting right with me and I just needed to get the actual accurate figure, even if that means painting it myself. So what I did was I bought another cowl and I just painted it blue, and I think it went out pretty well, and I even bought a yellow cape to make this figure as accurate as possible. Okay guys, so here's the figure modified now, and honestly I fucking love this. I think this looks absolutely perfect. And I know you can probably tell that I have painted the cowl. I mean, I might put like a clear coat over it, but that's just a maybe. I think this looks really good, honestly. So I'm really happy to have pretty much a fully accurate Batgirl in my collection. The only thing not accurate about her is she doesn't have the right face print, but honestly that doesn't really matter to me. I think this will work just as well. So the next figure we need to modify is Poison Ivy. The only thing we gotta do is just add a new hairpiece. So the funniest thing is when I actually bought this Lego hairpiece, I thought it was gonna be real Legos, but it isn't. To be honest, this is actually a fake Lego hairpiece, but I bought it for so cheap, I really don't care, and honestly, it makes the figure accurate. So the last figure we need to modify is Killer Croc, and as you can tell, this is kind of a placeholder figure, but I think just to make this placeholder figure look a little bit better, we are going to be adding in the actual Killer Croc face print, or well, you know, like the actual head. So let's put this on. Okay guys, so here's the figure now, and he definitely looks more like Killer Croc now. So the first new figure we're going to be adding into this set is Mad Hatter, and this is going to be one of the sticker decal figures again. And so I tried to find a face that best represented the Mad Hatter's face in the Lego Batman video game. But I mean, again, it's not going to look the best, and maybe eventually I will just like bite the bullet and actually try and buy a Mad Hatter figure. But at least for right now, the figures are pretty expensive because they are just customs, and I don't know if I will ever actually be able to buy one. And to be honest, I had to modify the hat. I had to paint the hat green because it was the wrong shade of green, and even right now you can probably tell that it's the wrong shade of green still, but it was the closest I was gonna get, so I think I am satisfied with this figure. So this is the next figure that came in the mail, and it's just one of the Joker goons. So this is another figure from the 2006 run, and just because the 2006 run heavily inspired the game, I definitely felt I needed to actually buy at least one of the goon figures. And to be honest, I needed this one. Like, I didn't need a Two-Face one. I needed a blue shirt one, but I knew I could make that one, so I was like, well, let's get this guy. So the next figure we're adding in is Alfred, and I'm super excited just because this one took so long to come in. So there's kind of a long story that goes with this one, but pretty much I bought this figure, I received the wrong figure, and then had to wait another couple weeks. Well, I got the figure that I needed. It was fine. I was able to message the eBay seller, and he was real nice about it and was able to talk to the other seller that received my figure. I am super glad it worked out this way because I never knew I needed this Alfred until now. Like, I always wanted to get this Alfred just because, like, look at him. He even has, like, he is, I think, one of the only like Lego figures to have hair printing on the face, on like the actual like Lego head. It's a super cool addition. It's very simple, but it needs to be in the collection, so we have to throw it in there. Guys, I'm sorry I keep berating you with new Lego figures, but this is the last one, okay? And it's Bruce Wayne. And by golly, this figure looks beautiful too, and I think it has the same aspects that Alfred has. That it's a very simple figure, but it still feels like Bruce Wayne. Like the Alfred minifigure still feels like Alfred. And again, this Bruce Wayne, and maybe it's because I grew up watching Forest Fire, but this figure is Bruce Wayne to me. Like the other ones, okay, yeah, it's Bruce Wayne, but this to me is Bruce Wayne. Okay guys, it's time to add Batgirl back into the collection. Right after that, we got Poison Ivy, our placeholder Killer Croc for the time being. We got Mad Hatter filling in this space now. The Joker Goon. We got the beautiful Alfred minifigure in there now. And now we can actually throw out our placeholder Bruce Wayne. And throw in the real deal, guys. Oh, yes. I'm very happy and excited with how this is turning out, guys. What did you guys think of this video in the comments down below? And remember, if there's anything I'm missing or you want to throw in the comments just to be mad at me about, be sure to do that, guys. Remember to leave a like on this video. Remember to hit the subscribe button, because the subscribe button's going to do it for everyone, guys. Deuces.